it's been a while since I posted a video, but I am still learning. Like I always say, even if I'm not posting, I'm learning Arabic in one way or the other. I have a series of books that I'm following, which are Medina Arabic books. There's the 1, 2, and 3. So I'll tell you a bit more about that later or in another video. But today I decided to do a video about this book. One day when I was on YouTube scrolling, as I usually do, I came across a video about a man who had this book. I've never seen this man's videos before, and I have not seen them since, and even when I've tried to search, I can't find it. So anyway, one day he just opened this book. It was quite a short video, and he opened the book and started reading it. So I remember he opened the first story. At that time I didn't know, obviously, because this is not the story. This is just an intro. It was this story that he was reading on his YouTube channel. So I was very interested because he said it's one of the easy books for learners in Arabic. I've always wanted to be able to read finally in Arabic, to actually read and understand the Quran and other Islamic texts. So my journey for learning Arabic has been a long one. It's been a few years now since I've been learning, and I'm learning grammar. So when I see books like this, I'm thinking, oh, one day I would like to read a book which is not like the textbooks that I'm using. So he opened it and read it, and I was just, oh wow, I was in so much awe. And then, the video just finished, and I was like, oh, okay. I never really thought much about it after that. And then one day my daughter wanted to buy some Arabic books. So she said, Mom, can you come with me to this bookshop in Birmingham in England? And then she asked me to take her. And then I said I didn't really want to go, but anyway, I ended up going. This was months later after I saw that video. When I went into this bookshop, the first thing I saw when I went into the bookshop was this book. It was just on a shelf. Somebody must have left it there. Somebody just left it and went. And then I was like, I know this book. I saw it a few months ago on YouTube. And then I opened it, and I could actually read what it says here. Kisasu Nabiyina Lil Tifl. I mean, obviously I'm not good at this yet, but this story is Stories of the Prophets for Children. I was like, this is the book I saw on YouTube a few months ago. I opened it, I got to the first page, and I was like, yes, this is the one. I looked around, there were no other books. This book was just on its own. There were no other books around it, and I was like this. There were no books like this. I was like, where did it come from? I want to see if they have more. But I looked in the shop. It's a big warehouse, and I couldn't see it. Then I just said, I'm not putting this book down. I am going to take it with me. And while I was in the shop, I actually read like the first sentence. I was so happy, and I could understand what the first sentence actually meant. And Kisasu Sayyidina Ibrahim min man kasara al asnam. I didn't know what asnam is, but because of knowing the story of Prophet Ibrahim, I knew it must be the idols. Because nowadays, with some things, I might not know the meaning, but I can figure it out based on the context, which is very great progress. There's also an Arabic dictionary I'm using called Reversal. Fantastic. Yeah, some words I've noticed only because I'm doing the other Medina Arabic book, that some words, they're not there, or they have a different meaning in the dictionary, but in general it is brilliant. I will type it in the description. So here, قبل أيام كثيرة جدا. I was so happy when I read this. It's like the translation is a long, long time ago, really. That's basically it. And I could read this, even though I'm slow in reading the Arabic, I could understand. And I was so, so happy. So since I got this book, I have been reading. And like with this story, you see it's got headlines there about different things. So I've read this and I actually learned quite a lot. I was so pleased. I'm not making notes in it because I wanted to give it to my son to take, because he wanted to borrow this book and I wasn't sure where else to buy it from. So I had said, okay, you can have this book. So I wasn't making any notes. So now I am on this story. Which one is it? Yusuf story. And this is my bookmark. I'm just using this as my bookmark. And this is where I am. And to think that I actually understand quite a lot is absolutely amazing. I am loving it. I'm loving the journey of learning Arabic. So anyway, when was it? About 2 weeks ago, I went back to Birmingham in the UK. And I went to the same bookshop. My kids wanted to buy some things, so I went to the same bookshop. And then I took a photo of this book before I went, and I said, do you have any more of these books? And this man took me to where the books are. And honestly, I would not have found it. I really believe it was meant to be that this book was there on the shelf near the entrance on the day I arrived, because the man showed me a series of books. They said it's actually a series of books. I didn't know. There are actually 5 in the series. They say they usually start with this one or this one. So when I went to the bookshop about 2 weeks ago, I wanted to buy this book for my son, and he wants to take it on a holiday he's going to. So I said, okay, we'll go to the bookshop together and I'll buy it for you. But then I got to the bookshop and they said, you can actually buy this one, and they also have this one. And I said, okay, what's the difference between this book and this one in terms of stories and content? But it seems like there isn't really a difference. And the stories are the same. I don't know. I haven't really paid attention to this because it would take me a while to read. I wasn't really interested in that. But I was more interested in the contents of the book. But it looks like this one has photocopied images, unlike the other one. Okay, so you see, Man Kasara al Asnam. Yes, that's exactly like this book. Okay, let me go back to that page. It's exactly the same. Even the story is the same. But on here, because this book on my left is shorter than this one, you have less words on the book. So here, this last sentence is this one on my right. So there are 2 sentences missing on this page. And also, I noticed that, for example, this map in this book, it's in black and white and it's different. But otherwise, everything else is the same so far from what I've noticed. See, even the title, the subtitle here. You see the subtitle here, Waladu Azar, yes. And this one, Azara, Waladu Azara. Same thing. This is centered, but in black and white. This is in pink. But the story is the same. So, in the bookshop, I asked, really, what's the difference? It's like, well, this book and this book are the same. So if you do need Arabic books to read, beginner, children's story ones, style, children's style stories. There's this one, and then there are also the other books in the series, and like these ones. So, and the thing is, when I found this book, it was open, it wasn't sealed, you see. But in the books, when I went back to the bookshop, asking the man about the book, he showed me they're sealed, you can't even open them. But this book was there waiting for me after I'd seen it on YouTube a few months ago, and I had not really paid much attention after that. So if you need it, this is the book. There's also, this is Stories of the Prophets. There's also a few hadith ones, all for beginners, all for children. I read children books. That's how I learn. Okay, thanks for watching, and I will see you again soon.